previously been. It's been like a couple of hours, the last couple of ones. Definitely on each Sunday. It's like, but now it's fine. Yay. So yeah, this is for mostly TikTok. So I've been watching. I watch a lot of like sitcoms while I play my games because like I watch it, stream myself, and then I watch it in the background, and then I just listen. Uh, do I watch Big Bang Theory or Family Guy? I don't know. There's gonna be a poll somewhere. um, I don't know. That's really it. Again, this is just for me to create a poll. So that's it. That's all, folks. But yeah, there's nothing more to it. I don't know what I should watch next because I've watched so much into Family Guy, Simpsons that I'm at some point I'm going to run out. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna make more content. I don't know. Um, I'm currently on 12, episode 9. But you know, same one. Yep, that's the same one. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, everything's falling. Download that. Four, fifth. Yeah. My tongue's still feeling a bit weird. It's getting better, which is good. I need movies here. That's gonna be so weird tomorrow. Because we've got the 2 books for Moriarty, and because I was doing the thing today of the choice, which I was gonna do, that means tomorrow I'll be doing like, by the way, I've got a new book, and then the next day I'll be like, by the way, I reviewed that book the day before, but I'm gonna do it this way because I'm an idiot. Why? Because I like doing book things. I'm also now finally able to read book 11 because I got book 10. Okay, so I feel like I need to get one more. Yeah. Okay. So then put it there, open this. Is my mic on? Yes, my mic is on. What's this? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's my microphone. At some point, I need to copy and paste like on this day, or like the days I'll be on holiday, so I can be like, oh yes, don't do this one, don't do that one. Big video, I think. 4. Okay, so I can see it, and I can. Kentucky, why do people keep flashing hard? Kentucky, why do people keep. I used to watch this channel a lot.
And this isn't an insult on the channel. The channel's amazing. It's just the world sucks. And even if it does it in a funny way, the world just currently sucks. In certain ways. But I'm like, I might want to rewatch them again. This is the next one. See you at home, hashtag unsafe, hashtag dad. So take metallic. Okay, I accidentally made a mistake because I didn't put on this on this thing. That was not helpful. Alright, I need to fix stuff. I need to fix something because I made an absolutely mess. It's capital T or lowercase t? Lowercase t. Why is this song always stuck in my head? We bet we're say. That's something stuck in my head. I haven't even been listening to it. It's not like, oh, here's my search history, here's the song. It's just like, every so often it's like, we built this city on rock and roll. Like, where did that come from? I'm listening to Rockstar, but nowhere near the beat of that. I'm just like, you're gonna clean up your lungs with overnighting. Which is a lot more music kind of. And the other one's a little bit more like, that's a little bit more like melody. Listen to two songs, I'm not a good singer. I ask, would an idiot do it? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, copy that, move out here, move this across. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple of things. Most of my videos are done. You can't see. What's up? $19. There's even the sweat things, which I love. Have it up. That is not concerning, it's doing this. I don't know what that means. I'm very confused. Yeah, it's doing that. Yay. Okay, let me just ask the YouTube. I blame the YouTube because YouTube is usually the one at fault. What on earth is happening? Okay. My guess it's an update thing, or paint, or play thing, or something. Okay, it's a heat problem. I don't need this one anyway. Yay! It works. I don't know why I did. At all. And I am very confused. Anyway, I'm going to go back to moi. The holiday's coming soon. The holiday takeover of review. And I think Cuphead just finished, which is great timing. 126. Nope. Nope. Cool. Okay, what is going... Jeez, stop it. Stop it. New. That's the one thing which is fun. Because of the thing that I did like a while ago, and I did like 3 things a while ago, what basically means that at a certain point, like I'm 3 days ahead because I thought that was a fun idea. Forever on, I'm like, oh, I'm going on holiday. 3 weeks later, I'm like, you just streamed on Twitch. I was like, yeah, I know. Because by the time of me being like, me actually, not this, but like, I've got a Cuphead this Friday, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going on holiday, which is going to be released on the 18th. So like a lot of people are gonna see that and like, oh wait, you're on holiday? I'm like, no, I was on holiday from the 30th to the 6th. I was like, oh, starting to heat up. Starting to have a problem. Okay, Jesus, keeping him. I need to do other things. Can you allow me to do the other things? It's a yes, it's a done, it's a done, it's a no! I say one more time, you will work. No, and you just walk and walk. 11, putting my phone on a heater to keep it cold, but it's off, so usually that would mean it's cold. And the cycle resets, and the cycle resets, and the... Shut up. This is one thing I get annoyed because technology is like, by the way, it's overheating, but it won't tell me it's overheating. I just know it's hot because I can physically feel it be hot. So it just doesn't load, except to do this, and then it doesn't go, by the way, it's hot. You could do these things to not make it hot. No, 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 no. Can you tell me a solution except just complaining? Complain. Okay, I know the solution, but I hate it. So can you just... Okay, so let me just... I don't know. While I do that, put my other glove back on. Load this. By the time that's probably done, I'll be loading these 2 because I've only done 1. I've only done 2. And I've only got 1 thing to fix on here, which is annoying. But I'm going to do it slowly. By not doing anything until I've got the thing up on here. Oh yeah, review's already there, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that should be enough time. Okay. Yes, nice and cold. Just need to quickly go in, do the video of ours. Sadly, I can't do clips on my iPad. Otherwise, I won't use my phone because I don't need it. Besides for that one specific thing, and that's kind of weird, but kind of I'm stuck with it. Come on, connect. Jeez, it's now overheating already. Yeah, it's already hot at this point here. Which is not great. It's back to the same heat that I was before. Which is annoying. Hopefully I've just got enough time to just make it anyway. Tech Talk with Mad King. Hashtag Tech Talk, hashtag Mad King. 17, let me just quickly load, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly put that on ice. Actually, no, put that on ice after I do this. I also need to just change that. I'm gonna quickly check this to make sure that this is still uploading as normal. Yeah. And take this out. Yeah, it's uploading. It's like 41%, so it should be done soon. I can't do that one. Insane. Not below 10. Okay. There. I love that I don't have anything for any of these, which is not great at all. I'm like 4 videos in and I'm still not preparing. Yay. Unless it's like way more than that. No, for at least done one. I'm gonna quickly check. Oh no, this is suspicious. Oh, that's why, because it just has the thing not loaded up there. Okay, that's confusing. I should be doing them anyway, but I didn't apparently. There's a thing like related videos, and I just go down and just pick a big one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's good enough. Jeez. Where is my... I love that. We're looking for Bad Santa. It's like, Jesus. I love it. It's like, oh, the killer came down the chimney. It's like, ah, Bad Santa. Okay, so we're gonna connect this. And go to here because I need to do a review. But I'm just gonna... Also, I realize because I'm doing a lot of the 45 because I want to watch Netflix Marvel. I might also watch Marvel's the same, but I won't put that on a schedule anytime. So if I just finish the series, I'm like, oh yeah, I finished it. I just want my own too. Not just my own voice, for crying out loud. Maybe I should do something. I'm thinking. Maybe something tactical, but... Okay, I just need to re-record that quickly. I don't know. Maybe I should think about this. Plan. Ah. I need to do. Okay, that's gonna be long. Love is War Season 1 review. Crazy fun. Oh yeah, that's the one there. Which at this point I think I can get rid of. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and good night. Everyone. Yep, it's me, it's back. We're only 30 minutes late this time. Woo! So yeah. New books. I didn't read because that's why this is in 8 rather than 10. That I talked about yesterday, but don't worry about it. New books. Not this one. This one I already talked about, but only 9 and 10. I also got up to 19, which is where the series ends. Because I feel like by the time I finish these, they might not arrive as quickly. If I read, because usually I read until here, and then buy more, and then it might have run out, so. I know that means I'm like spending when I'm being like, oh no, I'd rather not. 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to get too many artworks because legitimately, I would like to spend at least like a pretty penny to upgrade more than just one simple thing. And 2, I need to read because I'm dumb. Literary skills is not good with me, so. I'm just gonna check. So this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do the ones on here because I need a lot of this because how I do it and it's stupid and I know it and I don't get it. Okay, because that means I can do all the recording on here, transfer it through here, and then do the things as normal. Whilst afterwards and uploading from there to YouTube, I could just be like, And if I can do, I feel like it's better. Do clips first, get them over and done with, and then do sound and TikTok, and then do reviews. If I can't do one, I'll just do a couple of sounds until I can. So. Predator 2018. Yesterday. Okay. I haven't been making TikToks. I could just put making. It's 10 times easier. I got so many ideas, but if I'm correct, so one of these, I think 2 of the clips, which means theoretically if I don't pass this point, I'm just gonna like go to this point, which is basically the, like I finally got the run and gun stage done. And the let's go to the shops, which is the 2 ones that I'm going to. Why do I keep putting hashtag reviews? I can't put it in the tags. And yes, I shall use tags. I love that they give suggested hashtags. Like, yes, because I'm not the only person who do use hashtag, and there's still plenty of other people who use hashtag. Sure. It's like, yes. Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I've still got plenty of this. Outrun bullets. Success rate 0. I still haven't learned the stage that like it's probably best not to use any bullets on the first stage. I still have that to learn. Which might be a clip of like, ah yes, non-violence. Okay, this one is uncovered, so I might put this on Plague Inc. Because that might be the next best one. The reason why I'm doing it this way... Actually, there's still something on here, so it doesn't matter. Is that if I have one left, I can start sort of like recording stuff. Like I can start like recording a TikTok and then like while the thing's uploading, put it onto Drive and then like, next one. Okay, so let's turn this. Go away. Also, if you see me like dart up and look in this direction, that's because my chat's here, and I can look upon it and be like, yes, that's where people are chatting. So like, if you see me go, okay. Because I look at the videos and it looks like I'm going. It's like squirrel. Too close to the balloons. When this one's just, I think. Okay. I love on some of the videos that don't even have a watermark, I sort of do the balloon thing. Because I'm like, I like it, I've got used to it. It's weird, but you know. Luckily, I only need to do it Tuesday, Wednesday. Because Thursday, I know what I'm going to do. Unless I can come past it. I don't think I'm going to pass it. It's the end, and I actually was like, oh, yes, I joined this back up. So, I love I've actually just accidentally come across a perfect clip. I'm like, are you talking about how inventing stuff works? Even though I'm probably dumbass. Yay, use that. I look somewhat smart. See, I do use my brain occasionally. Occasionally. How inventing works. Hashtag inventing, hashtag works. Okay, so let me just go into here and do 26, not there. Oh, so 47. Technically it would be 27. Even though I'm repeating clips. It is just 15 seconds. What's in this one? I will lose 2 lives. Okay, I feel like that's in that one. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. Because unless it's needed, I'm not gonna use it in certain parts. Also, I might do a couple of things where I might turn it into a bit better screen because 704 fish into, where is it? That's not it. 8 oh 4. Then I also need to go down here. Not that far down, actually. A little bit up to where a certain thing is. There it is. So yeah, technically this would be 25, meaning 25 to 25, because this would be the last day. So I'm going to... Okay, so 26 to 1, which I've done it the wrong way around, which is hilarious. And technically it will be the 1st of April. So I was like, the 26th, the 1st of March to the 26th, wait, where they were at? I had to take some because I don't care about capital letters. That's where that was. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do, because this is the 25th, I'm just going to move this, but I need to go so far down, because this is on June. So... 4th, the 10th, 11th to 17th. How? Inventions. Inventions. What people need. $500. Yes? I'm kind of busy at the moment. Okay, May 25th is not here because the next one would be March 27th, which means I think so insane. Insane. I guess my brain's okay. So 1, 2. Yes, I am going to use the one about bread. But someone sent me an image about bread. It is not. So 1, 2, 3. What does this have? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is going to be a bit weird because some of these, well, 2 of these, I'm going to record. And then I'm going to go and get... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record 2 because I can record 2. And some of it has to be off stream because technically my board games are over there. I want to use that. Collection. What else is really big? I thought you'd never ask. Yeah, I need to redo that because that glitched. That glitched. I guess my brain's... This is what I mean. I'm gonna go down.
It's really big.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do.
Do you remember that thing you really you're doing? I was... What are you doing? What are you doing? I was curious to taste it.
Stuck in my leg. Okay, so I'm going to record the last one, which is this. So somewhat at that. So someone sent me this, which is basically a video with all the different types of how you do bread, and I love how like from one side to the other I am, because sometimes I use a clip because like we have clips at home, but other times I just fold it. So I love that I go between neutral good and neutral evil in supposedly how I use bread. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a thing. Why is it not? Why does it not work? Why is mine? Get off. Go away. Hello. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna use the same one that I used for reviews because I think that's the only one that currently will work. Hello. Yeah, why is it not working? What the babe? Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, that works. Between good and evil. Hashtag good, hashtag evil, hashtag bread. No. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, where is it? There's a way to tag people. How do you do that? Jesus. No. Oh, there it is. Then between good and evil. My board game collection. Hashtag board games, hashtag too many, hashtag a lot. Hashtag too many, hashtag a lot, hashtag board games. Get the thing you want. Hashtag get, hashtag want. Get it. Can I eat D&D dice? Hashtag D&D, hashtag dice, hashtag can I. Can I eat D&D dice? Hashtag D&D, hashtag dice, hashtag can I.
taste like. Okay, so let me go here. Between good and evil. Why is it two tags next to it? It's like at boo at ooh. So that does not help. Why is that like that? Public. Oh, that's what you think I'll just grab. Low power mode. No. I need to. That is terrifying. Legitimately. Wait. What companies? Do you know what I feel less bad now? I feel like that makes me a monster and insanely psychopathic. Where it's like exposed. A lot of people could have died, and then it's like from the tobacco, alcohol, and drug and guns. And I'm like, do you know what? I feel less bad now. I'm like, it's like what? It's like, yeah, they sell a lot of death. Technically speaking, because death of like through like the things that they sell, being firearms and tobacco. And even armor puzzles, like, if a kid says, like, oh, it's like, because if you say no, they just want to do it more. Okay, so go into here, because that's that one. Wait. That's a weird thing, being like, they're going to take the gun. Because they were people who sold that. I would say that you're targeting the wrong people. The people who want to sell more of the things that you want to buy more of. That seems like that's like doing it to the NRA. It's like, that is backwards logic, my friend. No, it's not. It also is giving him what he wants. And there is a chance that he could work. That because that he wants this thing, and because he writes in such a way that like gives people like, oh, by the way, I should maybe I should speak up. Then they do. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of right that like the best thing is to make this public so people can read it. But if it's let's call to arms, okay, that is a good idea. Yeah, that also is a good idea. I don't know, again, if what I says means I'm a good person or a bad person, but again... Oh, that I agree. But also my mind has changed because they were selling alcohol, guns, and tobacco. So, yeah. That is also true. I love it that sometimes when I upload stuff, it's like, oh yes, my own work. Okay, so keep this open, but put this on this day. Where is that? I love one of my next videos. Can I eat dice? Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so let's remove this. I don't know why my brain always does that. Boom. Oh, no. It's both red.
Okay, I'm gonna just check because I think Invincible. Because if that's the case, I might copy and paste the things from there onto there. I'm not gonna put anything, but I'm waiting for the sound to pop up. Move it to here. Take that away. Because if I can, the plan will be to just copy and paste the thing if there is. I feel like it should be. So if that's the case, that could be useful. I would say there's a difference between like if you came to me and be like, I don't think people should have a gun. I'm like, fair, I get it. I'm not going to stop people who complain about it. I'm also going to not stop people who do. But a lot of his thing was like, isn't it a constitutional right to person in the ass? I'm like, you're talking about shooting someone, right? You are constitutionally allowed to have a gun, but you're not constitutionally allowed to just randomly shoot people. I feel like that could be really badly construed, and I don't think that's a good idea to have that in with the possibility that you could get that incorrect. And that sounds terrifying. Jeez. Anything else? I know it should be in shorts. Invincible. Okay. So I have Invincible Season 2. If it gets beyond 3 minutes, I know that I'm pretty sure Invincible Season 1 was like 10 minutes long. Which is really hilarious now, but I think of like doing seasons below 2 minutes if I need to. Yeah, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to sort of get rid of the photos. I'm also, because I keep doing this before I need to do this, because fun, weird, and stupid are all things that go through my head on a daily basis. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't know what's going to come up next. There's going to be the holiday ones, and like 5, 10 things that I've watched on holidays. And maybe realistically, I might not get 5 things on holiday. Maybe I watch a little bit more so I can get like the 10. Oh, I don't worry about it. I don't know. I can come back when it's later. I'm even making sure on like day 6 where I'll just address it. I don't know. Ah. Oh, that's just my phone. I thought I dropped something important. It's like, oh. That's what, like, overall, I get why people are like, I want guns. I feel like there needs to be a lot more, like, there's certain things where, like, the fact that you can go into, like, some places like Texas and buy a gun, like, excuse me, that seems too quick. maybe we should put some things in place. I don't know. Insane. I love it. Funny something that they know about. Just like we're gonna go and say hello. I feel like that's bad one, so I'm just gonna go back, open this, open a review. Okay, open these two because I feel like I can word it better and there's a couple of tags missing. Yeah, that's why it's YouTube versus YouTube Short, which I should change on a regular basis, but I don't. Because I'm an idiot and like at one point it was like, it's weird, don't worry about it too much. That's why it's not as big, because short is a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and good night. Oh, I've also learned to be like, wait until like the light goes, we're live, and I can do my job, and not be like, okay, minimize this so it goes down a bit. Shut up. But yeah. Oh shoot, wrong one. I read this book, which is fun. It's about the Whitechapel, the Whitley, which I love, and his story, which I think is really interesting. And I love how you have his entire story, not until done, because until done is the next one. But I love it. It introduces it. Again, I just love these books. And I have technically read 10, meaning I've finished his section, but it is good though. Whee! I'm going to get more, which is also good. But I don't know when that's going to happen. Oh, well, anyway. Anyway. Okay. I can't do one, but I'm just gonna move on. Just do the Cuphead biz. Jeez, why does this not connect at the first one? Anyway. That one. I think today is the last one. Nope, there's one more. There's one more. Wait, no. Wait, I need to think. Yeah, I've got way too many for fun. Wait, no. One more. Sunday being death. That being the, one more attempt. Friday being restaurant. Yeah, it's a bit too early for that. Because I want to do one more in between, like, it means theoretically, I might do it on Thursday. In the contract. Friday being check the weaponry stuff. Saturday being one between the two events. Like going back to this or something like that. And the last one being death. I need a way to connect to the internet because that happens. Low power mode. I wish I could like crop, but that won't change to fine. Okay, no, that's not what I want. Go away, go away. Although I was like, maybe I don't do this. Oh, no, never mind. I don't keep forgetting to douche with this. Meaning I might go down quickly, go upstairs after doing this. And that means I might go to my iPad. And then when I'm recording, I might charge it for a bit. 21. 11. Without shooting. Hashtag without. Hashtag shooting. Hashtag oh. So I'm going to quickly get these out. Yeah. That was not going to come out. By accident. Hashtag accident. Hashtag inventions. Go in front. Go. Haha! And wrong. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to end at 15. I'm going to end to 15, 15. Sure. Bad choices. There it is. This one. I don't need this technically at all. I don't need to go downstairs. Like if I'm recording, I don't need my headphones on at that moment in time. Hey, what's this? By accident. Okay, so do that, save that, but draft it for the time being. Okay, so I've got 1, 2. Yeah. Yay! Okay, done. New playlist. Great. Okay, I need to go back to playlist. And then just, you know. Public, no. Private. Because it's not important. There's going to be so many playlists of like this, that. I'm like, I don't care. You don't need to know if any of these exist. Okay, I'm gonna just. Great anime. Hashtag great. Hashtag anime. Ooh. Da, 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 da. I love this. Yay. Jeez. How much left does it do? Okay, no, that's fine. we finished, but it was like, ah, yes, a couple of minutes. I didn't know. No, wait. Feel the pain in your eyes. Da, 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 da. Why is this playing? It should be best I come on right. Da, 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 da. Okay, at least that was for fun. I have questions, I don't have answers. New stickers. Hashtag new, hashtag stickers. Hello? Hi, I'm doing good. Good. Okay. Okay. No, not too much. I'm just moving stuff around. Meaningless, as always. Okay. Bye. And that's like my life. It was like, so you remember you needed to write something down, but you didn't write it down because you got distracted, and now you forgot what you need to write down. That's my life. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. Because that means one video I can watch while I do other stuff. Where's the wire? Why do I not have a wire? That's annoying. And now I have to find a wire. I was like, it's that one that was the problem with. Which is not great. Can this be used? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, actually could probably work, but I don't know. I'm just quickly getting something. Hello, I'm back. Hi. This is not going to be too long. I'm going to do the actual recording of yeah. But all I'm going to do is finish from making. And while I do that, because I'm on Jessica Jones season 2. I've watched so many Netflix and it's like, yay. Okay, so I'm gonna close the door because I feel like, actually no, I feel like the light is. That also affects the lighting sometimes. I'm just going to transfer this and then we're going to start recording my things. And then I'm going to go back to this. Oh, that's a gun. Yes. We're going to take a person. We're going to because I'm a person with therapy, but Jessica Jones, if you know the show, I'm pretty sure doesn't care for that. Yeah. What is my mask? Where's my mask? Hey, the new light is on. Is this on? Yeah, this is on. I always sometimes forget, so I always like double check and being like, I said something. I did some strange. I said the microphone was off first and no one heard you. It's like, no. How did I even do this? Then now I'm just going crazy. Okay, do I get this one? Because I only have 4. Oh yeah, but that's all I did.
We have no one to be with. But
Okay. Mine's always going to show it off time. Yeah, no, I'll do it anyway. Where is it? I'm fine with my eyesight. I've done a lot of leaving the computer when it's live. There it is. It's on the floor. That's where you put items. On the floor. Honey, where's my phone? Ah, it's placed on the floor. And my dinner is on the floor next to your paperwork. Ah, yes. The best place to put anything on the floor. I'm an idiot. I just need to put it in such a way. If I move this and put this here. No, I need a little bit higher because I need it here. So I'm going to take this book. Where did I start? So if I grab this sheet over here. There I go. Yeah, even then it's still. I can do it that way, which is useful. Excellent. Approved. While I'm doing this, and the recording, and that will take a bit of time. Might as well charge my headphones. Let's try to charge my phone properly. What's more important, my headphones or my phone? Hard question. Shouldn't be a hard question, but that's besides the point. I need to just check if it works. Jeez, it's so blurry and get down. It's so being like, oh yes, I don't know. Does this look good? Okay, I think it's better if I just do it naturally. Let's actually try that. Let's see how this works. I feel like that worked, and yes, I have a gavel. Order in the court. I am asking you to order. Silence in the court. Oh, wait, no, there's already silence. There we are. Also, yeah, technically it's a pen. I'll never use it as a pen. You'll always be for gavel. My gavel. Also, if you want to know what's on the other side of this, not too bad. If you saw, no, it wasn't anything important. It was just like some thing that I recorded for like a
to say on a first date?
Okay, so I'm gonna do that one. And now take off the thing. And make it extra. I'm not taking out everything in my keyboard. I can just put this here and just be like, ah, yes. It is messing up. Technically, if I do need it. Like, where is the I don't. Do not take off. Hashtag destroy. Hashtag earth. Hashtag black hole. That went as well as I suspected. Destroyed earth. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but well, then you do because you're suggesting it. Oh, it is becoming golden hour. Actually, I don't mind it at this point. A golden hue. I love it. I love when you get a golden hue. Technically it's not golden, it's more like yellowy. But it looks so nice. Definitely get a nice photo. It's like, ooh. That's a good photo. Ah. That's the one. I swallowed my spit. It is worst. I need the keyboard, so I'm just gonna do this. As well, love, because try and probably fail, because that doesn't usually end well. Also love that, if I'm correct, that's fuzzy. Why am I saying it? Which was from Daredevil. Okay. Move back. Yeah, move back there. I know that's a bad one. Okay, do approving documents. Hashtag approving. Hashtag documents. Hashtag knuckles. Signing off. Hello, this thing up. I want hashtag date, hashtag child, hashtag now. I also love when I did Fairy Tail. It was like, Fairy Tail 100-year-old? Yeah, I thought I didn't tag one, but that's not the thing I want. Also, hello! Why do I keep getting people being like, here's a link? It's like, shut up. I don't care. Too much wine. Hashtag too much. Hashtag wine. I also think it's easier to do it like this because then don't need to worry about copy and paste and accidentally pasting something, which is very useful. If I need something, it's most likely space, and if I need to type something out, then I can use it. Too much wine. Oh, that's a head. That is straight up a head. Jeez. I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, that's a head. Well, he got ahead in life. Bad timing. Jesus. Also, it's terrible, stupid joke that makes no sense. It's just a head. How did he get ahead of anything? Well, he can't have got ahead of anything. Sort of burned. Thank you. It was like password. You're on. Okay, now I need this, but luckily the spacebar is like literally right there, so I'm like, ah, yes, space. Ooh, interesting. Superintendent? Just gonna set a couple things up. It's probably been like over. That's an hour and 30. It's probably gonna be 10 more minutes because it's win or lose, which I loved. It's gonna be 10 minutes of this one. Actually, 3. Actually, no, maybe Mario's not going to be like 10 minutes. But I know there's going to be win or lose, which is going to be like at least. Hi! Close this, go here, move it, move. Because realistically, this is going to be just amazing review. I'm just going to record. Record from charge.
With a little bit of tism comes a little bit of...
Da, 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 da. I love that song. Woo! Alright. Actually, no, I didn't check my comment section because I'm not good at this. One comment. Yum, nice! I choose chaotic neutral. Okay, so what have I got? Super smooth, no lag, just seamless gaming. Boost Troy is a super. Huh. Yeah, that'll be something I'll look into. Gun. Oh, I love that. I love when you get responses which are accurate, but are also fun. Where it's like, gun. Vanadis. Dude, do a review of the anime host club. Ooh, my friend is watching it and I want to know what you think. I haven't seen it yet. Neither have I. Straight up, I have not. But I'm going to hold on to that. And actually, I can move out. I have not watched it. I don't. Is it on Crunchyroll? I might need to check. The solution isn't. Solution. So them when they aren't around. Big brain. It's like, it's illegal to arrest a police officer. It's like, 2 women are out. Big brain. That's smart. Wise words. Would an idiot do it is the one. Peach. I'm chaotic neutral for the bread. Peach. Unfortunately, I didn't have money.
Do you remember that thing you really
Yeah, that's fair. Fire. Yum, nice. I love that response. I love, there's one guy that I just constantly, and I might do like, there's a couple of things that I might do a thing on. Yeah. Hot. Meeting on the 28th, there'll be a video being like, thank you. Oh, shut up. There's so many things being like, this is not English. I'm like, I don't care. I barely use English. Because I'm an idiot. Okay, so I need to go into him. Okay, I actually need to go into here. And then select. Boom, boom. Boom. I want that. No, that one. Hey, that one. Okay. Do I have a whistle? I don't. Jeez. Oh, play ball. Okay, that works. Oh, play ball. I know it's not whistle, but I can't whistle. But play ball. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing I can clip in for the stream. I'm still upstairs. Give me a sec. I'm recording. Give me like 5 minutes. Win or lose, season 1 review. Hashtag win or lose, hashtag season 1 review. Amazing. Okay, how long has it been? 2 hours. Straight up. It'll be 2 hours. Load. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm watching a video on like how quitting quitting your job makes you more money. I would love to do that because I would like a job in the first place. I can't quit a job that I don't have. Except YouTube, but YouTube doesn't even pay me. But you might be able to... Wait. But you might be able to pay me on my Patreon, where I have credits, and your name could be in this credits. I'm being shill. I fully admit this. But I need to kind of do this at this point, so... But overall, I don't get paid anything, so I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. Also, I feel like this should be in drama. Review TV series review. Where is it? Animation and drama. Also, I realized win or lose has no spaces. So that. Save. Okay. Checking. But I hope you enjoy. Again, credits. And I hope you enjoy. Hello, I'm here. And usually, I would have went over here, grabbed books. I think it would have been 10. I think. I don't know, but anyway, I would have grabbed another book because I've done more books and I've done more reading. Actually, no, I haven't finished book 11 today. So, no, I've finished book 11 today. So, it's technically book 10. That's besides the point. That's not today. Today is more books. I have 12, 13, 14, 15. The Invisible 16. That might come soon. That means I can only start reading at book 15, which is good because I'm going to be on holiday soon. But it's also a little bit annoying because realistically, I'm going to start reading tomorrow, which I think is Thursday. No, today's Thursday, Friday. And I might get to read these two books within the next couple of days. Anyway. Book 16 is not here, but book 17 is here, which contains my second favourite character, Miss Moneypenny, and the other character, which isn't in the books that I've been this, Billy the Kid. Well, I assume this is Billy the Kid because it's old-fashioned Western. Yeah, I could read. Woo! Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, technically I just uploaded it with no name, but technically speaking, I have nothing to replace it with, so. Okay, so I know where I want. That's the one annoying thing with this, because a lot of the next couple of them Moriarty are gonna be like boom, 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 boom. So we'll do that. Wait, why do I have book 8 on here and yet book 8 on there?
So it's going to be like not making.
Because I made a mistake. Dude. That's not what I want the date. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Is past it. Hashtag pass. Hashtag yay. Hashtag stage. Let's go into start. Go make. See how many I've got. Yep. It's free, so it should not be that far behind, meaning I can update it, which would be good. I still books, but I'm still saying book-ish things, so it's not too far off. Say upline. Upload. It's not online. It's not online. It's, luckily, the Patreon, the PayPal. Okay, what the beef is going on? Load. 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 It's not even loading because it's going. Woo! Woo! It's not even doing anything.
Yay. I'd like to point out fair, it's valid. But that means I'll just do the things on Cuphead and stick it on YouTube. Because I can't keep it on here. But fair. It is fair. That means technically TikTok will just get 9. Because I'm still going to create Blattro. And I'm still going to save it. So it's part of the main Wii universe. So that 1 will have the YouTube watermark, which would be for Blattro. Because, again, same stuff there. I'm going to see. If it works, then I'll just transfer one version over. But, first warning, next violation will result in a strike. Okay. Account strike. Okay, what do I do? Next. Violence, self-harm, or suicide. Next. Submit an appeal. Submit. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it. Realistically, I'm just gonna eventually delete it. What I'm gonna do is have it on there and then be on here. And if stuff, if it's like it's fine, most likely it's fine, then I'll just move on. You know, record a video being like, by the way, there's a Blattro video on YouTube, but TikTok doesn't like that content, so it's not self-harm. But I can see how people can misconstrue it as that. But as such, most likely it'll be 1 minute. I'm not gonna add it for the big thing. I'm not even gonna give names. Hi. Because one of the things I'm currently streaming clips of is Blattro, and TikTok currently thinks that may contain self-harm, which if you have self-harm, there are a bunch of numbers that you can do to get help, which is true and is correct, and it is containing. Those clips are just going to be on YouTube for now. So, meaning on TikTok, you're only going to get 9. I'm sorry. Whenever I do the black shot, that means it will be 9. This is just basically going to be an announcement. It will just be on my stories. So, yeah, that's going to happen. I'm not going to, like, I'm going to hold for a bit. If anything changes and they do anything, and the other video gets appealed, they might change, but realistically, no. Sorry. I do have other things I'm going to do. Like, if my TikTok goes, realistically, what my plan would be to do a couple of games and then a couple of reviews of stuff. Basically, make like 4 games for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or even like Saturday, and then have what do basically what I do now with the 5 games, but make that for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then make review on in a way the last day, which would be Saturday, and then Sunday will just be an actual like chatting, and then not making TikToks. It'll just be like me sitting down, maybe just watching stuff, waiting, or something else. Maybe I would realistically like like I've got a couple other things I can do, but for the time being, I don't know. Like, do I have other stuff? Like, I have other stuff. I could do other stuff, but or maybe I just do a repeat of that and then just do 5 days anyway, because I do have 5 games. But I am appealing for Kang. Because obviously it doesn't contain self-harm because game. But I understand why people would say that. I'm going to see what happens. For the time being, I'm not going to put Bellatrix. You get it on the TikTok, you get it here. That's precise. The only exception being when I have Bellatrix back up, there might be one thing when I start the video being, you might not see any of these on TikTok, that one and stuff like that, where it's like opening and ending, whereas like it doesn't even contain the gun or like any gameplay footage. I might transfer anyway because I can do that. That's just basically me talking. If I find any ideas, or if it's like let's start again, or let's end, or like I don't know what the plan would be. Interesting. Guess. Hashtag interesting. Hashtag guess. Hashtag fun. But I'm gonna include this in the big TikTok, like YouTube thing, because even though it's not on TikTok, it is on a YouTube tour, and I am still continuing. This will change the thing, but I need to change one more thing. Also, realistically, if that one still keeps, I might remove all the Bellatrix stuff off my TikTok to play it safe. The other thing I might also no, but Cuphead I can't do. Bellatrix, I think people actually make stuff of Bellatrix, so that I'm fine with. Also, if that's bad, the later on ones where it's like, I died, that would have been terrible. That's why I'm like, I'm hesitant to like make any more on TikTok. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. Appeal typically takes up to 24 hours, but may take longer in some cases. I would definitely do one of the reviews as basically I would watch a bunch of stuff during the week. And during one thing, I would review all 7, which would be a fun idea. Which essentially would be I would upload the stream and then I would upload each individual one. Because I'll do the same idea of being like intro of this. And realistically, if I watched more stuff, I would just review more of it. Anyway. I would still do the same thing of like The Simpsons 3. But it would be like there'll be a couple more and it'll be a lot quicker. It'll be like a week. I'll be like do that. I don't know. I don't know what the plan would be. Realistically, I want to move away maybe, but I'm gonna try and do this because I do enjoy it. I do find it fun. I do like being here. Surprisingly enough. I might actually do like a story of like it being like, yeah, by the way, it's on there. That means like the 5-day clip would be a thing. Also, do that technically would be like it'd be really bad on even on like, which is realistically why. Okay, well that because right now it's reviewing. Because if it's the case that it's like, oh, it again, realistically, it would be like. I feel like I need to say this anyway. Yeah, talk to a professional. That's the one thing I like. But yeah, it is annoying that they're like being like, yeah, the contract doesn't apply where like there is an explanation to this. But I also like the idea, and I am giving props to TikTok about this, is like, they're like, by the way, this could contain suicide content. Instead of just being like, by the way, we're just going to close your content and not bring anything else up, I'm going to give TikTok a plus here. I'm going to celebrate the fact that it's like, by the way, this video contains self-harm. Also, if you need to, help exists. Just want to let you know that this video is concerning because of that reason, but we're not going to pretend that self-harm doesn't exist, and we're going to acknowledge that. We don't promote it because if you promote self-harm for X, Y, or Z reasons, it could promote more people to do the action. There is actual evidence of this. It's really interesting. Look up studies. It's the same reason why a lot of people don't like 13 Reasons Why, because a lot of people say 13 Reasons Why definitely in the first series. I've just deleted my favorite playlist. Not good. But it's the reason why a lot of people say they didn't like 13 Reasons Why, because 13 Reasons Why shows a lot of things that a lot of psychologists would say would be a good reason to not do that, because it will promote self-harm, which technically is true. Same reason why on my video you could see it. And if they say no, I'll just delete the outro and I'll do the thing that I've been explaining. I am just doing that because I'm just saying one thing for certain. But in a way, I just like the fact. With the other ones, with Cuphead, yeah, it's fine. Is it? Yeah, it's 2 days. The good news is, technically, again, I am going to download it, but I'm not going to transfer it. Meaning, after playing it, I'll be like, transfer! I'm gonna see what comes up. If nothing, I might just delete. Realistically, my idea would be to just delete. Does it mean it's annoying? Yeah, technically speaking. The other thing would be one of the weeks being basically creating clips. Oh, it's being reviewed. I haven't given why, but sure. How how enforcements have impacted your account? Okay. Okay, actually keep the other stuff up. One, because, well, it exists. And I'm not gonna destroy it for the sake of other stuff. Why is nothing uploading? I mean, it realistically will just be, the other stuff I'm just gonna keep for the time being. And then I'm surprised they did respond fairly quickly, which again, I would say it's not entirely accurate, but I don't know the rules and terms and conditions, so there could be some specific thing. And if there is, sure, I'll take it. I'll understand it. It's like they don't want X, Y, and Z on it. I'm like, cool, this is your platform. You decide what goes on it. If I create a platform, I'm like, I don't want specific words myself, I'll be like, I have the right to do so, and that's fair and valid. No Blatron on you on that. It just means that I just need to make a little clip. It also does help on my holiday because I don't need to transfer one thing. Woo! Laziness. Anyway, but overall, I'm still gonna make them. They're just gonna be on YouTube because YouTube is fine with that. I'm allowed to. It's like YouTube makes longer stuff, and if they complained about the shorts, they would. A lot of people would be like, "Excuse me, this is a common game. Like, this is stupid." Again, this makes it 10 times easier because I can be like, "Yes, save," and then just pretend it doesn't exist. Woo! Because again, I'm gonna still include it in the big ones because I feel like that's fair. If it's be one thing, okay, I'm fine with that. It's so weird because I'm like, save, and it's like, and anything else? Nope. It does basically mean that TikTok gets 10, YouTube gets Okay, so I'm just gonna. This also does mean that I might try, if there's no watermark, just basically put nothing. Because at this point I'm like, okay, the stuff's there, stuff's not, and I'm not gonna have. There's no watermark, the reason why I put it is so it could cover the watermark, and now I'm actually putting more effort into. Okay, that's insane for the detective show to be like, okay, but is it physically possible? Can I do it? If that's the case, one, that is very detective. Two, well, we all know now who to contact if we want to contact a writer who can also be an assassin. I'm joking, but the fact that he can like be like, yeah, this could work. It's really interesting. Yeah, it just means one that you got a book, you got SpongeBob being yes with the Krabby Patty, and we have a watermark, and we have it, which is hilarious. But I can't do anything about it. It's valid, it's fair. But now I'm not gonna cause a fuss over it. If they don't want it, they don't want it. I'll keep it on YouTube. Okay, I need to figure out. Yeah, I need to get something because my phone's about to die. Good night for now. And I don't mind redoing that one because that one is fun and insanely stupid at the same time. How can it be both? Bananas. If you're asking me if that's not a reason, bananas. Okay, besides one. Hi, don't worry, I didn't miss you much. It's not that bad anyway. So, it's just me talking to myself like an idiot. But besides one. That's my comb. That's my comb. My hand looks stupid.
Weapon up, the weapon up.
That's one more. There you go. I need to get the pen. This is gonna be stupid, but I don't care. Me? Put in the. Hi.
Favorite color.
Alright. If I do this correctly, it would look somewhat nice.
What's your thing about you?
I fucked up. It's yellow.
Yeah, that's why I think it's better. But I just need to do it better.
Favorite color, Nick?
Obviously, I'm gonna do one thing. But obviously, don't worry, I'm not gonna go too far away. It's just gonna be pick some stuff I run away. Well, not that room. This is just a room. Nah, I think it's better with another thing. Okay.
Anyone else want to join the people who talk to themselves club? I do, Robin. That's 2 members. Me too. Whoa, this club is growing so fast.
How quickly can I put this? So, if I do this on my map, like, that means that this will less likely for a lot if I do it that way. What if I move this so it works in such a way?
Anyone else want to join the people?
Masks and madness. Oh, I still have this. This is really flexible. That's one of the things I might move to eventually, which is this. Da, 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 da.
Who talk to?
Anyway. Yes, buffering. Because I accidentally my thing and I have to re-download it all because I am dumb. Luckily, because it's so big. Nope, it's just going, here are the videos that are being downloaded rather than individual. That is what I do not like. Yes, I know it's because you charge episodes rather than. I just wish I could go, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, go this. And it's not too much longer, it's basically just 2 videos. Okay, why is the Wi-Fi turned off for some reason? That is confusing. Low power mode. I'll just do it on here because I don't like that. I prefer to keep it by itself. It's not too bad. Oh, move. Well, that's where the comb is. I'd be sitting on it. It's been under my buttocks. How many people use that word nowadays is... I actually don't know. I'll be curious. The fast adventurer. No changes. March, April, May, January, February, March. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I think this one. Okay, that's just that's like why are you buying this? You know you're not helping. It's like I want to defeat my enemy. Yes, you're doing this by buying their stuff. Oh. Coloring them in. Hashtag coloring. Hashtag coloring in. Hashtag coloring. Hashtag in. Hashtag SpongeBob. Celebrating. Hashtag celebrating. Hashtag yay. Hashtag fart. That's why I like this so much because it's like it can't understand what I am saying. I am celebrating. It's not finished, okay. Ah, yay! I don't like this. I think I found it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a puzzle game. I'll surely do it because I was like really into like cool maps. It's like, ah, yeah. I love that idea. Of a shoe. Oh, that! I was like, 10 team, but Trevor was like, that's not the worst scene, I think, like, fair wise, in that movie. The scene where he's like melting a shoe that's alive and it dies. That scene there is like, what the fuck? It's like, I feel like that is 10 times more terrifying. Like, fair, but I could go past this where it's like, I talk just like this. I'm like, oh yeah, this is mostly, this is weird. But compared to that scene, I'm like, oh, I know you. Hashtag no. Hashtag you. Hashtag Doctor Who. Hashtag Master. I haven't watched it. No. I, for valid reasons. Eh. I would say Chucky 1, I would say is an exception. Because that moment of like, that fear of like, of a toy just being like there are people dying? What the f is going on? Like, all we know is that this child's here. What the? As I'm like, horror movies are better when you don't have anything to go. Jaws works because there's less of it. The first Aliens work because you nearly don't see it. And I think Chucky 1 works because besides the end, which looks really fun, most of the movie is, I think, you do see actually a couple of it earlier, but it's like you can't explain it. You know, but I don't know. I just like the first one more. I don't even think you need to do that. Realistically, that's why I'm like, I don't really like the idea of like, oh, realistically, it's like, who cares about realistically? Because realistically, all you need to do is pull, body, stab. Problem solved. It was like, get me down. I was like, no. That's why the colder Chucky, where it's like there's more, it's like, oh, no, no. Okay. Oh, fuck. Mm. Yeah, the face looks so unnerving. I don't know what color. Hashtag color. Hashtag I don't know. confusion. Oh, great! I'm not a fan of those in the first place. Yeah, because that sounds like a demonic voice. What the fuck? If some dog said my, I'll be just no the out of it. It's like my nope. Hopefully. Okay, I did not know this. I know about the first Ben drone, obviously, because I think that's so iconic. Okay, so that's the one thing which is 100% correct. Why on earth would you sell any of the toys? Like, why would you sell Chucky? That's what I would love as a movie. Like, someone makes a movie, but the first 5 minutes has nothing to do with the last couple of minutes. It's just like, and then you will die. Good. Oh, it's not weird that happened next door. Yeah, that's a weird story. Anyway, let's do a rom-com. And it's like, I know it'll be stupid, but it'll just be funny for me personally, and no one else. Everyone else would hate it, and I would not get it. It would be funny for me. It'll just be weird. That'd be funny. Okay, that's good. Oh, within 90 days. Okay. So I need to be a little bit. Hmm. 3 strikes within 90 days, then you get the problem. I think I've done that one, done that one, done that one, done that one. The only one I haven't done is this one, but I have uploaded it, so it makes, sense. Okay. So. Okay, let me just do 1732. Okay, until June 23rd, which does make sense. It's like don't do this. This is a count violation, which makes sense because it's weird compared to my normal thing. I feel FNAF should be fine. Oh. Minus. Turn the brightness up. Thank you. Ready free. 10, 14, which turns into 11, 14. Okay, playing's just 0 because it is over at this point. Okay. Well. Move there. Select boom. Okay, so Oh, that would be 10 times better.
Let's see how many
How
eyes
about-
I can.
I was going to be like, I didn't need to do. I was like, oh, well, this hasn't loaded. I wish I could do a thing where I could like fade one thing without being like, wait. No, actually, I can't do that with the green screen, which is annoying. Yeah. Am I awake? Am I asleep? Wait. No, I'm awake. I'm awake. One Piece red. Hashtag One Piece red. I might redo the thing. Am I awake? Am I asleep? What? Okay, replace. I think this music is really. Okay, I think I need it. I forgot to put something in the background. Not that one. That one. So insane. Now time to watch some Lowdown. Yay.
Let's talk about how the Avengers
Oh,
Doomsday Cap.
never mind. Never mind. I found something even more important. Okay. Woo! Woo! I kind of get that because I think some of them are taking bets. Some of them being like, "Our story isn't done, but we are putting this on hold. We've got too much plates. We've got too many plates juggling. We need to drop something for the time being. We're gonna put this on the table and decide this exists. Just and this is for like Star-Lord. But like in the last movie, I was like, we're just gonna hold this here, and we're just gonna wait. So that's gonna leave there. It's gonna come back later, but we don't know when. Oh. Oh. Under review. Okay, review for what? That's why I'm so terrified about. There's so many stuff. Because if that's the case, I might, if I get two, I might finish off the thing, finish off the clips Val make for the 5 and 5, and then talk about my plans for the last day, and then rechange it when I get back. Because if that's the case, but I've had stuff that's under review and then dropped. But I don't know why it should be under review. That's the one thing I find terrifying. There's so much stuff that's like under review. Is that under review in general, or was it? Okay, so let me just what's on public. Now let's check it because it should have picked it up by now. No, it hasn't. It hasn't changed it to that, which is very concerning. Also very confusing. I don't know what that means at all. Okay, so. it's like, show to remember. Okay, this is not working. This is kind of annoying. It has been over 2 minutes. Well, actually, 2 hours I'm from, but. Yeah, I love because being like. Oh, I love that. The man, like the coach is like, oh, I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Okay, it's fine. Ugh. Oh, why was this not? Why was this not allowed? This is the best episode. Whoever was like, do you know what? We're not gonna have this episode. You in your ass. Can't figure out a way? Break it. I agree with this strategy. Definitely when you're dealing with. Oh. Yay. Again, why was this episode banned? I don't know. Probably stupid reasons. But this was the best episode. Why? Goodbye. I'm just annoyed now. I am here. And you might have seen like a while back, and obviously some things have changed and some things have not changed, and yeah, that doesn't matter. The one thing which I need to say is there's a TikTok account, and this is just for the TikTok because I want to, and like I'm getting so much. It was just a thank you. Uh, POTXT, the username there on TikTok. Thank you for like you have commented so many times. And this is just thank you. Yeah. It's like he comments so much of it. Some of it's like really interesting, and like one of them's like, "Oh, there's a series I would like to talk," and some of it's like really interesting points. So like, yeah. Oh wait, no. But I also actually for now it doesn't make a difference. Anyway. Discount code. Hashtag discount. Hashtag code. Hashtag Patreon. And obviously the next one would be Plague Inc., but I think the Plague Inc. one is still streaming, so I can't use that one. At least not currently. But I'm just gonna wait for it to show. Give it a bunch of Gee. Okay. I just saw the most horrifying thing ever. I am screaming. That makes sense, but I'm still gonna stand by Monica would win because Monica, if this was in the game world, she could change anything. Going shopping. Hashtag shopping. Hashtag abilities. Anyway, so I'm going to go into your because I think it should be up now. And if I drag this. Okay. It's only like 10 minutes away, so not that far. Realistically, if that's the case, then because I might have accidentally spit. But if this is the case, then it's like 3 minutes. I might do this one first. Oh. 2641 onto one of these. I might also then do like the making of this and that. Because at that point, I would do that first before anything else. But still haven't finished it, and I can get rid of that. 25 there. Okay, so it's nearly going to be over for the time being. Again, for the time being, keyword. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, it's still like 10 minutes actually, which is surprising. How long it's been? Oh, actually no, it's fine. Sudden death. Hashtag sudden. Hashtag real. Okay. Okay. I'm also legitimately gonna put the code in the thing. Wait, this is... Uh, that's one thing I need to do more. Drink. You would think that would be obvious that humans need a drink, but apparently I forget that very often. Like, Henry, what have you done today? Nothing. I'm like, wait. It's like, I needed water. That's what I forgot. Why do I do this? I don't know. Mostly I think I'm an idiot. Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, besides this, I think it's like 4 minutes. It's like 56, and I think this is still like 1 minute. If somebody I go like 1:03, I'm like, yeah, close enough. Like the copy that I just did. Also, I love that I'm so close to being like, it was like 1 hour 50 seconds. I'm like, yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough, and I'm not gonna give a about it. It's like, okay, it's like 58. Okay. After this, there'll be like 5 like regular like sound like stuff. Okay, there it is. There it is. Go back to the beginning. Also now on Balatro, when I go back to Balatro, I was like, Balatro, it's gonna be like, ah, because the only update, the only hashtag. Hello, hello. What is I always get this every so often. Okay. Think about what happened. Okay, that's odd. Hopefully the sound did work, otherwise I'd be being and look like an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to quickly actually just still do the thing I was doing, which is basically just moving back to there. Okay, so I am going to. I don't know if this is gonna, but actually no, I'm not gonna bubble with this because apparently it's not exactly working. But I don't know. I could just. So see you in a bit. I would also like to point out but I have to do it manually. Rather before, there's a button here, and I can press it, and then now it's not working. So I'm just going to the audio meter and being like silent. Whereas like I'm just muting a. If you see you see this, I'm just muting here. These two. So yeah. Doesn't do too much. But I just use it so like silence. So I was like, I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna quickly also I forgot to do this. Right, I still need it on this day because on this day is for tomorrow. So well not tomorrow, but tomorrow today, but that steam away. Okay. A lot of it's now is just basically moving stuff and it being like whoop, 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 whoop. This discount. Okay, there's some things I need to read. Oh, that's fair. If they go again being like, this is someone else's content on my clips, that's the only time I'm being like, oh, that's my own work. Mm. Okay, so I'm gonna upload those two. Oh, I love Land of Bogs because Land of Bogs has a lot of stuff where it's like oh no you can come in and then it's like a boy she's too young today she's like singing in the background and it's like you could be dangerous someone comes in with like oh no you can come in it's like what the I don't know it's very sarcastic but I just love that sort of like very what it's like very extreme in that sarcasm because I'm pretty sure if someone comes at you with a bat who the is that dangerous because if they're coming back with nails, it's like, this is danger. This is danger. Help. It is hilarious and amazing. Yeah, no, okay. Okay. Because I am not going to put any Buckshot Roulette anymore on there because. Didn't see. Select. Delete. Posting in progress. Can you load? Nope. It's called loading. It's called loading. It's called. Okay, so there's Pure Patch, which I'm gonna look into, and some health drink, Bloom UK. I don't take either. I was like, maybe I could take them. Like, I don't know. Pure Patch looks pretty okay. but I don't. Oh, sorry. Your review's in another video. Oh, sorry. Your review's in another video. Super Mario Brothers. Hashtag Super Mario Brothers. Hashtag review. Hashtag film. Okay. Amazing. Legitimately, I would say with me, that doesn't work for me for two reasons. One, I haven't been on a date. Because most likely I'll be like, or listening to something around and be like, I wouldn't be listening. It's under review. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and good night. And I'm just gonna get a couple things. So yeah, just need because this is not technically would be like first message, and then I'm like, oh well, at this point, I just need to send a message, and then I'm like, oh, I needed that, oh, and go crazy because that's anyway. I'm gonna change too much. Also, it's blank anyway. Another account banned. Again, I don't like you being like, by the way, you can get cheap views here. Shut your face. I don't care. So, for all of me reading, and yes, I've been actually reading, using my brain, for all of these 10 books, here's book number 10. And I like it. Like all of them. One person said I should read it, so I did. Again, this is more on the story of the jewels and brings in like the story of like, oh no, this is that one. This is the Whitman. Sorry, I've been reading ahead, and in book 11 there's a couple of stuff on that. Besides the point, I like this book too. Anyway, it deals with the final story of him, and I love how it ends. I also love how when he dies, it's like I wish I could have seen the world. It's so fun. I also like the end being like, this is the first time that I've noticed this, being like, good evil, good evil. Why? You have the sort of like main Moriarty himself on the first odd page, and then obviously Sherlock, his adversary, and then you have Lewis, which is the second one, sort of like part of the Moriarty trio.
And then you have, you know, the Doctor, which is with Holmes, Dr. Watson, and Sherlock Holmes as a duo. And then you have the third one. The third Moriarty brother. Just like, oh, you're starting to see a pattern here. Because then there's Irene Adderley through, even at this point of the book, until I think the end point, or not even the end point, she's still, yeah, until the end point where she becomes, you know, James Bond. I like the fact that she's on their side, so she gets a pick. Also, I would like to point out in book 19, in a certain book that I haven't read yet, but it is on this again. The main muscle of the Moriarty family, on an odd number, even number, you have, if I'm correct, this is the brother. This is the Mycroft, if I'm correct. And then odd number. We all know this guy. Badass he is. And do you know what? Do you know what? And I love that they point that out in the back. It's a whole argument of like, oh, who gets what side? They even show the side by side things of like the book covers are seen in it. And I would love, and I am gonna comment on this more because you get at this point 5 to 5 on each side, and I might actually hold it that way. Also, it does mean that Billy the Kid, quote unquote, is on their side because he's on book 18. I haven't read it because I don't have book 16, and I have. It still technically works because Miss Moneypenny is on 17, and Miss Moneypenny is on their side. But it's really fun. I also like the fact that on an odd number you have the sort of Iron Adler sort of have another book cover as James Bond, which is absolutely fun. And I might show it when I'm reviewing, being like, that's another odd one, that's another even one. There are the two piles in the background forever. More next to my two skeletons. Yes, I have two skeletons, don't worry. They won't miss it. Anyway, read. And you do what I say. Whoop, whoop. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop, whoop. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop, whoop. I love it. It's weirdly catchy, and I really would love this as a song. I can just listen to this now. Yeah, this is gonna be streamed, but forget the other videos I need to do, man. Are kind of probably important, but I'm just gonna. Oh, please save us a full version of YouTube music. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop whoop. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop whoop. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop whoop. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Whoop whoop. No. My name is Doof, and you do what I say. Oh, there it is. Weirdly, it's just weird. It's just weirdly catchy. Okay, so. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all I need, yeah. April 16th. Okay, so 26, 27, and 28 does not exist because it's not here either. Unless, yeah, because it's April. Why am I on April? Hi, what's up? I'm making TikToks. uh, 6, 6. Oh no, skip that. No winter? No. What the?
What's she doing here?
Okay, okay. This is a hug. Hashtag hug. Hashtag what? Hashtag Ugh. Oh, this is absolutely crazy. Jeez. Surprisingly enough, some people don't want to get married. Ba 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 da. Idiot. Okay. Reacting. React. There it is. Let's hug the dragon. Hashtag hug. Hashtag dragon. Hug a dragon. Mm. Hug a dragon. Let's wait a bit. Hashtag wait. Hashtag a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, test. Test. This is nearly over. Oh, it's going to be round about the same, which is fine. I would say legitimately this will be less time-wise, because this review I know is not going to be as long as the others. Move this back. I also need to double check that for the thing in the thing. No, I'm just gonna move this here. Save. Go back. description, not there. That is good. Oh, I just did something stupid. But anyway. So I can use this power to summon heroes and do amazing work by increasing my power, or I can be a normal human being. Power! So you're saying my choices are power with this really bad spell that I could use to do damage. Nah, I can't do that one. That was weird. Yeah, I know. Let's go to another world again! I have a problem with these TV shows. I watch too many of them. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Season 1 review. Hashtag possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Hashtag season 1. Hashtag review. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. They're talking about like some like the film that Schindler's List, which I feel like I should watch. Period. But it's like some of the things I feel like you should at least go to, which is basically the I feel like with the Second World War, 3 places you should go to are: one, there's this sort of like tunnel system that explains somewhat of the history and occupation of Jersey. I'll also maybe include like Dunkirk, being like something if you want to know a bit more. But I feel like the two definite things, like Jersey, I'm just putting that because I feel like, yeah, that is one thing that you should like go to because it shows the history and like how much oppression. But you could also say that about a couple of different places that Germany owned and occupied. Not owned, occupied. There is a difference. And the difference is he didn't own them, he just claimed he owned them, and everyone just had to deal with it. Until someone said you don't own this. Yeah, that's basically making a mark of what it was, but that's besides the point. The Anne Frank's house, I think you should go to. Absolutely. I went, and it's horrifying, but really insightful. The other one is Auschwitz camp, which I haven't gone to, but I feel like I need to so badly. I haven't had like a time. Another anime isekai. But yeah, it is dark. Isekai. I would say there's like 3 films that if you want to see the impact of the war, the Boy in the Striped Pajamas, I would say Schindler's List. I definitely, even I would say I feel like should, but the one that I feel like is a must watch about the Second World War is the was it One Life, which is so amazing. Yeah, it's
You support trans
if you support trans people, clap your hands. I can do it loud if you want me to. Oh, I love that line. The president's a coward. Oh, oh, I love it. I love certain shows. Definitely the ones that take you the piss out of. I also love that they're coming at both attacks because at first, because this is clearly somewhat of an amazing parody. I'm not even going to deny you that, but this is a parody of like, but you should have stayed away while he hit on radio. Then to video, his medium is getting bloody red, which I think is so amazing because one, rare as in it's like it's like an animal, like he puts out there where it's like, oh, the thing's rare. And I feel like that's that's one how you cook it. You cook it rare. No, that's raw. Okay, yeah, rare is like, but it's also rare as in that. Anyway, but I love that at a certain point when you have the two people coming back to back because of that looks immature and all of that stuff. That's from the radio side, but the first verse of like, but he should have stayed away. Why he hit that is from the TV side, and I love that she's like, we're just gonna fully dog on Donald Trump. So at a certain point, I'm just gonna switch characters, and I love. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, I love it. That is one of the best. Oh, please, I would want so much of like this. That was so fun. Also, I'm gonna give it a like because that is absolutely amazing. Okay, my hand's actually hurt by that. Ow. Again, the same problem. I'm like, oh, shoot, that. I need to actually go to a natural one. Jeez. Like, this is one of the things I'm like, I'm debating, like, maybe saying messages on it because, like, there's a certain point where I'm like, okay, people are having their rights being taken away for BS reasons. I'm like, should I? Like, it's not my place. I feel like at some point, I'm like, is it my place to talk about if I think it's bullshit? If I'm not, because at one point, at one hand, is it stupid and is it thing that I hate? Yes, that is a fact. But am I part of a group that is being attacked? No, but like, I don't know about like, is the thing that like, should I just like speak up if I think it's stupid? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Hence why I do like talk about it if someone talks about it or I see a video and like, yeah, this is the thing, but I don't make videos because of that. But I hope you enjoy and good night. Hello. Usually that'll be the first minute, but it doesn't work in this one. There is going to be a point where I know where it's going to be, and it's going to be near the end. Because, again, I'll run another update, but I don't want to deal with it for the time being because it will affect other stuff. Again, as the review holiday is showing you it with it being like all. All that jazz. Well, I've actually now caught up with it. I left 10 days, so I'm like, so I at least get 10 days. So, like, the last one that I've just got would just be me being like, it's so funny that, like, now I'm gonna go back and be like, by the way, and I have, like, I'm not gonna, like, catch up with any new movies and this stuff because of, like, how I'm doing, because of holidays, and I don't want to, like, create this, that. I know I am gonna probably watch something on holiday and on the plane, and realistically. And I have actually catched up with Jessica Jones. I've actually started watching the um, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm actually pretty far into it at this point. I like if I finish one season before I finish one of the other ones, I'm like, well, who cares? How far am I up to one of them? Which would be the next one. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, I'm up to episode 9 out of I think like 20ish. 20ish episodes. Yeah, season 1 is 20ish episodes, which is really weird. Because I think later seasons go lax. I think season 2 is also like, yeah, season 2 is also 22. Season 3. Also, I am realistically going to stop at like season 2, but I'm going to like move it close up to like the thing. It's going to be like, yep, drop. Yeah, season 3 is also 22. I think the first like 4 seasons is 22. I think like season 6 is definitely, yeah. Season 4 is 22. Season 5. Season 5 is also 22. That I didn't know. I was actually being like, I didn't know this. But season 6, yeah, season 6 is where it goes to 13, and season 7 also has 13. And season 7 is the last one. But the last 2 seasons have nope, I need season 7. Yeah, season 7 and season 6 and season 7 have 13. Meaning, I'm not gonna like if I don't have anything, I'm like, I'm just gonna pop this. Because like with shows, I watch episodes ahead, and then when I'm about to be like, oh, this is the day where it's gonna be on the cycle, and then it's really stupid and really weird, and I'm not denying that. How I do things is very stupid. Oh. Oh. Oh, I love that episode. Fuck yes. You do have an asshole that I could just punch. Wouldn't actually. Oh, he tells me to. Oh, he's so like. Good night. Will do. Yeah. See you in the morning. Yeah, I'm just going to go on the plane tomorrow. So I need to get. That's why I'm doing this quickly. Editing my disease. Hashtag back. Hashtag editing. Hashtag. Even though technically I have done this in the wrong order, I do not care. Okay, so then 0, 0, nope, 0, 0. And I'll be still doing the making, and I'll still be counting it, all that jazz. That's what I'm trying to be like, quick, and a quick. Also, realistically, there's not going to be a highlight of this for a while. Also, a lot of my older content has been like deleted because I'm like, yes, I'm running out of space. So I'm like, I'm trying to keep it below 50, so I get it up to 90, which I did. I got up to 90, and I went to the past ones like, okay, delete. So I've deleted it all. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and keep it below, like above 50, but below 90. So if it's like, by the way, you're hitting above 90 hours, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just scrap as much until I hit 50 again. And I'll go that ping pong system. Getting the last coin. Hashtag trying. Hashtag coin. Okay, so I just need to wait until that finishes, but overall be 11:56, which is way above this. I say way above, it's not way above. It's like this is, you need to at least be ahead by 11:28. Well, it's 11:54, 11:56. That makes sense, right? I know, so well, this content will be like for a bit, so I'm fine overall. Double lives lost. Hashtag double lives. Okay, so take this off. So here, and then also I just realized this, which does make sense. I forgot to add this in like the small thing of like when I was reviewing 10 and I talked about it, because this also supports the even odd, because also I love the idea that in number 10, one of the characters is like, oh yeah, where am I gonna come up? Because a couple of them are like, oh yeah, it's like get an extra shot being like, I was like, when do I get my cover? It's like, I'm glad I've got my cover before this argument starts, which is fair because that's this character. But the next character was like, when am I gonna get my character? Is in the next one, which is even more funnier. And it also works with like, you have an even number with the with the Sherlock side. But then, the Moriarty side, you get another one. So the pattern's continuing. You like fully cover the parts. I'm like, oh. It's like, I need to cover. I love it, even though I do this in the wrong order, I am still going to be like, and I'm going to get them in the right order, even though some of these are not in the right order. Films. Stuff, because I watched more of like my YouTube stuff and like this stuff and that stuff, because like I could do that. Also, realistically, some of the stuff is going to be moved forward, including like Crunchyroll, so like I can still have like the format that I'm having, which again is one of the formats where I'm like I'm stuck weirdly on like these weird things that I'm like I don't need to be. This is stupid. This does not prove anything or help anyone. Coin. Double. 2. Okay, put this down here. It's over here. I'm gonna put this on. It's gonna look so bad, but it's gonna look like. Right.
I don't like them.
Who doesn't like them? Oh, okay, that's really interesting.
She's studying
Microbiology.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Discard. And then reload.
He tells me you're working as a waitress, but
Okay, while I do that, because I need to actually type it, because obviously this is wrong, but I didn't plan to, but it's a duet, which I can't say for some stupid reason. Study of small things. Hashtag small, hashtag study, hashtag Big Bang Theory. Ah. I know this is stupid. I don't usually have this. Okay, so I need to put this here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I need to redo that one. I don't mind some glitches, but I prefer. Okay, I just also realized that microphone in my shot. It's just need to move it around to actually change it. It was in the one that I just uploaded. Can't do anything about that. Why is it? What the beep 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 beep? I just uploaded something. So why is it not here? Yeah, the microphone's in the shot. Oopsies. Okay, it still has it. Again, the video has a duet, meaning I can't just upload. I can't just put it in a draft because usually it would just be. Phone you. Hashtag how. Hashtag phone. Hashtag you. Low power mode.
trans people.
Clap your hand. I also like that I uploaded a video by a haunted spirit let's play like a couple of seconds ago, and then he immediately like and comment. Now that that was like, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it now. But I need to just wait until this loads, which might be a sec. What is this? Hashtag what? Hashtag present. Hashtag Doctor Who. We will be friends. Hashtag best friends. Hashtag walks. Hashtag everywhere. This is going to be so weird because today, besides me uploading one more video. Okay, I need to wait for this, but luckily I have a couple of other stuff I need to do. This is so weird because I'm watching Smosh Cast in unchronological order. I go past, present, blah, 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 blah. And now I went from why Sarah left to all right. Yeah. Wait. Okay. That's the thing. You can stop watching now. Yeah, that's done. That's done. So yeah, this is the thing that I was referring to. The thing that I was gonna do a thing on, which again, you see this. It doesn't matter. Is just this. Holiday, movie something forward because I don't know what I'm gonna watch for the time being. I'm gonna like put all the movies forward because maybe I'm gonna do like a week of like not gonna watch too many stuff and then I'll just watch a movie in the end of the day. At the end of the day, being like, I would watch that and maybe maybe like one episode of like 1 or 2 episodes of Agent the Agent series, where it's like, oh, we're gonna watch this, and then I'll just chuck a movie on, being like, wee. But that's one of the things that's gonna happen. But for the time being, because I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a lot of Holiday 1, Holiday 2, Holiday 3, and when I watch it, I'll just update it on my phone. But it's just hilarious that this is it. And also, the numbers are so low again. Yay! I don't have the bracket system that I used to have. I also like the fact, and this is hilarious. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's that. I also like the fact that today's episode is one of the things that is coming on my thing. Being like, today was one of the days that I had one of the things where I was like, by the way, this is happening. It is chaotic, where it's like, by the way, my holiday thing. And it's hilarious, and it's like, perfect timing. Oh. And yeah, I've had so many stuff of like, by the way, here's a link to get like more views or like this or that. I'm like, I don't care. I just find it annoying. Okay, I've got something. Oh shoot, I have something to do. Never mind. Okay, that was a bit too long. And I can't do that twice because I only have 17 here. Because literally the others are in my bag going on holiday. Okay, let me just... Nope, 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 nope. Oh shoot. Nah, that still doesn't work. It was like 9 seconds. I need to get the books now. The books that I'm gonna yeet across the room again. So if I think about what I need to do, maybe I will.
Jessica Jones Season 1 Review. Hashtag Jessica Jones, hashtag Season 1, hashtag review. Jessica Jones Season 1 Review. Hashtag Jessica Jones, hashtag Season 1, hashtag review. Okay. Jessica Jones Season 1 Review. Hashtag Jessica Jones, hashtag Season 1 Review. So insane. Okay, why is it? Thank you. It was like loading for like a couple of minutes. Like, why? Just load, please. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this up and I'm just waiting for stuff to load. Also, my glove is breaking, but overall it's fine. It looks better. Also, realistically, what I'm gonna do is not replace this, but get like a fingerless glove that does a similar thing, because I think this doesn't fit me. But I'll get it on my birthday because hypothetically, maybe I will get it for my birthday. But yeah, that's close enough that I'm gonna be like, good night.